Hello, my friends. My name is Amanda with Amanda Panda Projects, and today I have a super cute thrift store wooden spoon bee and beehive. So it's kind of like a twofer here. Pick up a pair of these wooden spoons at your local thrift shop for like 10 cents, and you can make so many things with them, you guys. Make sure that you are following the page, Amanda Panda Projects. Lots of cute spring and summer crafts. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe, and let's get to it. So I took this wooden spoon. There was a set of 3, all different sizes, big, little, small, and I was very sad about separating them, but I decided to just take 2 of them, and I painted one all yellow. I mixed 2 different yellows together because that's all I have, but you can use whatever yellow you have. Did 2 coats of yellow, and then I painted the top portion black, which is going to be the bee's head, and then I just started freehand drawing stripes. I intentionally did not make them solid black. I wanted them to be like a little bit distressed and kind of grungier, like a little bit, like a little distressed bee. So I did stripes all the way around, down to the bottom. I wasn't sure I was going to go all the way down to the bottom, but I started going and I never stopped. So after you got the body of the bee all done, I've got to make his wings. So I'm using some lace burlap. This was sent to me in Happy Mail, and I believe it is from Walmart, but I just hand drew the wing. It's kind of like a heart shape. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just get it as best you can, and then once you have one cut out, use that one as a template to draw the other one, okay? So then you have 2 of the same size wings. I just thought this lace burlap looked so pretty with this little bee. So you get that on there and glue it to the back of your wooden spoon. I used the concave part of my spoon to be the front and the flat part of the spoon to be the back, but you could really do either way. It doesn't matter. So once I got it on there, I just wanted to glue it down a little bit better. So I glued like the front part on so they kind of like pushed forward a little bit, if that makes sense. And then I wanted the back to look prettier, so I just cut a little square of burlap and then sanded up all the edges just to give the head and the rest of it that same distressed feel. And then for his little antennas, we're going to, is that what they're called, antennas? Yeah. For the little antennas, I used some wired jute. This is from Amazon. That Dollar Tree stuff is not good. It's no bueno. So get yourself some decent wired jute from Amazon. I just curled the little ends, glued that to the top. And then I decided to give him a face. So we gave him some pink cheeks. I say him. I feel like he's a boy. Gave him some pink cheeks and then some white eyes. The eyes were just like so white. I decided to go back over with a little itty bitty dot of black right to the center of the white eyes. Okay, now I was going to stop here originally. I was like, I'm just going to make a bee. Actually, I was going to make a bee and a ladybug. I still can make a ladybug because I do have one more spoon. But I decided to do a hive. Maybe you might remember last year, if you've been following for a while, I made those like the 2 beehives with the big bow. That was so cute. So I took that concept and I just made 1 beehive. So I stained the spoon and then I took twine and I'm just going to wrap it all the way around. So I started at the bottom of the large part of the spoon. I wrapped all the way up, but once it starts going smaller again, like once you get over that halfway mark, it gets really hard to wrap and it starts coming apart. So once you're about like a little over, like you'll see right here, I get over that hump, it starts getting thinner again. So I actually cut the twine and I glue it, and then I go ahead and I'm going to start again from the top and go down and kind of like meet in the middle. Well, not really middle, but meet where I left off last time. And that way it doesn't, or else I could have kept going, but I would have had to keep gluing it along the whole entire way till I got to the top in order for it to stay in place. So this way I just started off with a little bit of glue, wrapped it around. Once you kind of get it going, it gets a little bit easier, and then you can't even tell that it stopped. You just meet up right where you left off. I had to kind of play with it a little bit there to get it looking right, but use a little hot glue, kind of squeeze it in one of the little spots there, and voila, there you go. Okay, so now I just took another piece of twine. This is going to be the opening to the beehive. I should have used thicker twine for this. I just thought of that right now, but oh well. You're just going to glue the ends of the twine together to make like an oval or a circle. And you're going to put a little bit of hot glue on it and glue it right there to the front top of your beehive. And then paint in, you could use Sharpie too, but I decided to paint in the center all black. And then we're gonna make honey using hot glue. So I just put a big blob of hot glue there, made it look like it's dripping. It takes forever to dry when you do this. It takes like 5 full minutes. But make sure it's fully dry before you start painting. And then you can go ahead and paint it. I used Golden Sunset is like the perfect honey color. This is Apple Barrel Golden Sunset. My favorite yellow. It's like a mustardy kind of yellow. And then that took a good like 3 coats to get that nice solid color. But once you have it all colored in, you're going to go ahead and add some cute little bees. I have rhinestone bees too, but I just thought these bees went a little bit better. I had 2 different sizes, so I used one little tiny one and then a couple of the bigger ones. That one on the bottom left, I end up ripping off because you couldn't see it anyways. Once I'm going to tie the 2 together. And it was just a waste of a bee, so I ended up pulling it off because, got to save it for something else. So I just tied the 2 together with a shoestring twine bow, and then I wanted it to stay together, so I did glue it at the top, and then I put a little bit of glue at the bottom where right underneath the twine bow, and then I make a cute little loopy twine bow. I just wrap it around my fingers and then tie a piece around the center, kind of like a figure 8, and then I just kind of spread it apart, and it makes a cute little loopy twine bow. So once I get that, I just go ahead and I'm going to glue it right there to the center of the shoestring bow. And then I add a cute little resin sunflower, also from Amazon. And here it is. Abso-stinkin-lutely adorable. You guys could put this in a little mason jar. You could put it in a vase. You could put it in the corner of your kitchen. It is so cute. You could do so many things with it. I just love how this turned out, you guys. Make sure that you share this video with a friend. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this? And are you going to be running to go grab some wooden spoons from your thrift store?